The first thing people noticed was how calm the new CEO sounded. Not warm, not cold, controlled. It was his first morning, and the boardroom still smelled like paint and new money. Executives leaned in, waiting to hear what kind of man now held their future. At the far end of the table sat Ethan Hale. No title on the screen, no team, just a notebook and hands folded too tightly. The CEO talked about efficiency, focus, removing friction. Everyone nodded. Ethan didn't. He never did. Through the glass walls, the city moved as if nothing important was happening. Cars passed. People hurried. No one noticed the silence forming around the engineer who had built everything they were applauding. The CEO's eyes drifted toward Ethan. The meeting ended with applause, not loud, polite, professional, the kind that meant approval without attachment. Chairs scraped back. Conversations started immediately. Ethan stayed seated. He always waited for rooms to empty. The CEO closed his laptop and stood. "Ethan, could you stay a moment?" The request sounded casual, almost considerate. The city skyline framed the silence between them. The CEO smiled, rehearsed and effortless. He spoke about alignment, about reshaping teams, about the future needing fewer obstacles. Ethan listened, expression unreadable. He'd heard versions of this before. The CEO finally said the words that couldn't be taken back. "Your position is being eliminated." The sentence landed gently, carefully designed to avoid blame. The CEO kept talking, but the words blurred. Ethan nodded once. He didn't interrupt, didn't argue. "Is this decision final?" he asked. The CEO hesitated, then nodded. Security appeared. HR followed with documents already printed. Efficiency, executed perfectly. Ethan signed without reading. He packed his desk slowly. Screens nearby displayed products he had architected. His name wasn't on any of them. At the door, Ethan stopped, as if weighing something unsaid. Co-workers avoided eye contact. Ethan didn't turn back. He left quietly, carrying a box that felt too light for 20 years of work. By afternoon, the CEO was already onto interviews. Decisive leadership played well on camera. Investors praised the discipline. Downstairs, engineering dashboards began flashing warnings. Permissions failed, builds stalled. A junior developer whispered, "That's not possible." The CTO frowned at his screen. Systems that had never failed before were suddenly refusing to run. "Who changed the access tree?" someone asked. No one answered. Outside, Ethan sat in his car, notebook unopened, watching the building breathe without him. The first client escalation arrived before sunset. The client email was polite. Too polite. They cited delays, verification issues, questions about licensing. Legal was looped in. Then compliance, calls stacked on calendars. The CEO waved it off. "Growing pains," he said, but systems kept locking themselves. Internal tools refused to authenticate. Engineers stood idle, afraid to touch anything. The CTO finally said Ethan's name. Quietly. The CEO paused, then shook his head. Legal requested an emergency review of patent ownership. The documents were old, filed late at night, signed alone. A junior lawyer cleared her throat. "These patents aren't assigned to the company." Silence. "They're licensed," she continued, "individually." The CEO leaned forward. "To whom?" She didn't answer immediately. She didn't need to. Everyone already knew. Rain began streaking the windows. The city blurred outside. The CEO's confidence thinned. All core technology depended on someone no longer employed. The CEO called Ethan. Straight to voicemail. He emailed. Neutral, professional, then less so. By morning, production was halted. Customers noticed. Markets noticed faster. The stock dipped, then dipped again. The board demanded answers. At noon, a cease and desist arrived. Polite, precise. All use of patented systems must stop immediately. Screens across the company went dark. Without the patents, the company legally couldn't operate. Engineers stood frozen, afraid to touch code they no longer owned. Payroll processing failed that afternoon. HR said nothing. The CEO stared out from his office, city distorted by rain. He drafted messages, deletes them. Finally, he typed 3 words: "Let's talk." No reply. The board scheduled an emergency vote. Words like liability and negligence surfaced. The CEO realized something too late. He never asked what Ethan actually controlled. At 3:17 p.m., payroll officially failed. The building felt different the next morning. Hollow. People packed desks quietly. No anger, just shock. The CEO walked the floors for the first time. No one applauded now. Phones buzzed with rumors. Security whispered. The board placed him on temporary leave. Temporary never sounded so permanent. He finally found Ethan's address. He sat in his car for a long time, then he knocked. Ethan answered calmly, as if he'd been expecting this. Inside, tea steamed on the counter. No rush, no tension. The CEO spoke too fast. Explained vision, apologized, offered everything. Reinstatement, equity, control. Ethan listened, then shook his head. It was never about money, he said. He explained the patents, why they were personal, why control was the only protection engineers ever had. "I warned the last CEO," Ethan said. He described nights spent fixing systems no one noticed. "You didn't ask what I did," he said. "You just removed me." Thunder rolled outside. The CEO had nothing left to offer. No authority, no certainty. Ethan stood and opened the door. The conversation was over. By morning, the news broke. Headlines didn't soften the language. Collapse, avoidable. Investors fled. Clients followed. The board terminated the CEO quietly. No press conference. Ethan watched the coverage on mute. No satisfaction. Emails flooded his inbox now. Too many. Too late. He didn't answer. The company filed for protection within 48 hours. Lights shut off floor by floor. A building designed for noise learned silence. Across town, Ethan filed new paperwork. A smaller company, quieter. The patents moved with him. No announcements, just work. Power didn't announce itself. It relocated. Weeks later, the former CEO sat in a smaller office, teaching now, strategy, leadership. He warned students about confidence without curiosity, about removing people before understanding them. Sometimes he paused mid-sentence, as if replaying a door he never should have closed. Some lessons arrive after everything is gone. Years later, people still debated blame, bad leadership, bad systems. No one mentioned Ethan anymore. History prepared to repeat itself. Ethan walked to work each morning. No headlines. Systems ran smoothly because they were respected. He never corrected the story. He didn't need to. Some power doesn't need recognition to exist. The old company's logo was removed one letter at a time, leaving a blank space. The old company's logo was removed one letter at a time, leaving a blank space. People forgot faster than they thought they would. Absence became the final legacy. Power, it turned out, wasn't loud. It waited. It watched who listened and who didn't. Until it happened again. The city kept building, people kept hiring, firing. The lesson stayed hidden in plain sight until it happened again. Some collapses don't end, they echo. In every boardroom where someone forgets to ask the most important question before removing the person who holds everything together. Silence is never empty. The silence of the boardroom isn't peace. It's the absence of the voices that matter. Every system has a soul, an architect who understands its rhythm. Ethan was that soul. Confidence is a blindfold when it isn't paired with curiosity. The CEO felt the weight of the world, but not the weight of the man he fired. Without its architect, the system didn't just break. It forgot how to exist. The code became a graveyard of ideas. The ones left behind are the ones who pay the price for leadership's pride. Fear became the new culture. The market is a mirror. It reflects the truth long before the board is ready to see it. The company was already a ghost. Peace isn't the absence of conflict, it's the presence of leverage. Ethan knew exactly what he held. An empty chair isn't just a vacancy. It's a void that can't be filled by a resume or a title. It's a legacy erased. Leadership isn't about making decisions. It's about knowing which questions to ask before it's too late to hear the answer. Success relocated. It didn't need the glass tower or the new money. It just needed the right hands. The city has no memory. It only has a future, and the future belongs to those who own the foundations. History is a circle. New faces, same mistakes. The boardroom waits for the next lesson to be taught. Because in the end, the ones who build are the ones who stay. The architects are the only ones with the keys. Absence is the loudest legacy. It echoes in the silence of what used to be. When the lights go out, the truth remains. You can fire the man, but you can't fire the foundation. Silence is never empty. It is filled with the weight of the questions we were too proud to ask.
Select now another video in our series of family and company dramas. They are all powerful stories of people coming back stronger after they have been humiliated or hurt by family members or their management. Always make sure you stay strong. Let nobody ever tell you what you are worth. You know the best. Of course.